Hey guys, it's Juan with Tinker Garage. Welcome back to another video, and this is going to be a review video and also an install video. I have a 2008 Dodge Dakota. It's a two-wheel drive SLT. It has a 3.7 liter V6, and it has over 230,000 miles, and I have not replaced the rear shocks of my truck. I know a lot of people are going to be like, why haven't you done it? I've been lazy. Simple. I've been lazy. So I was going to replace the rear shocks with some Ranchos, because I know those are a very common shock for everybody to kind of replace them with. They're supposed to be really good shocks. And then I wanted to test these bad boys out. So if you're looking at it, these are the Monroe adjustable shocks. So it's kind of like a, well, it's not like a King shock or a Fox shock, the one that has the spring that's around the shock. But it's supposed to be something similar to it. So yeah, so part number 58650. So let's open this bad boy up to see what we have. Right, here you go. This is your first one. Nice. Nice, nice. On the bottom there it says made in the USA. Gas pressurized unit, do not heat or open. Cool. Then here's the second one. There you go, like that. Yeah. It's actually pretty heavy duty. Right, let's go install them. Alright guys, you guys want to see what 230,000 mile shocks do on your truck? Yeah, they don't work too well. Alright guys, so for my make and model, the bolt is going to be an 18mm bolt, so you're going to need a ratchet. I'm going to cheat and I'm going to use one of these power ratchets that I got from Harbor Freight. Extensions, a breaker bar. Oh, where's it at? Breaker bar, wrench, and then also I have, since it's at nighttime, I'm using a flashlight. Another goodie from Harbor Freight, so I can just stick it on the frame, and there you go. Let's zoom you back out. All right. So on my driver's side on this shock, it has little these wing nuts, which is awesome because I didn't have to put a ratchet on this other side or a wrench to get it to come loose. The driver or the passenger side did not have this little wing nut, so I had to get the pry bar with the extensions coming over the frame rail out past the tire, and I was able to hold it there, and I was able to kind of rig the other wrench to put on the side. I was able to break the bolt loose. This helps out a ton. So now when I put this bad boy back in, I don't have to worry about holding this down, and I can just screw this down all the way down. So yeah, let's do that. Since you kind of saw, it's kind of hard to film it, as you can see. So I'm just gonna put that up, and then I'm gonna show you how I do the bottom part of the jack, because this is already fully extended. So how I do the bottom, to the bottom part of the shock mount, okay? Alright guys, as you can see, that's 250 plus pounds on the rear of the bumper. Compared to my old shocks, sorry, you were out of frame. Compared to my old shocks, you can see my junk in my trunk was moving in my truck. So these are the new ones. Like I said, I'm gonna go take them out to the desert, test them out real quick, and then we'll see how they were. I got them on Amazon. I'll put the link on the description below. I got them for around $92, $93. Pretty simple install. It'd be easier if I had a lift, because I'm 6'1", 250 of squishiness, and it's hard to get underneath the bottom of my truck. The driver's side actually gave me the most difficulty, which I didn't realize it was going to, because I figured it's more to the rear, it's more open, you'll be able to reach everything a lot easier. It did help me that the top bolt had one of those wing nuts on it, to where when you torque it, it automatically stops it. It doesn't keep spinning. Okay. Like I said, the driver's side unsurprisingly gave me the most trouble, just because of the way that shock would not. Here we go. Sorry, just fixing the tripod. Just because the way the shock wouldn't line up. Like the first one I did on the driver or the passenger side, with the little block of wood that I had, it literally just went straight up and in, and it was really simple. I wanted to do it first before I filmed it. Of course, like you can see, it was really hard to film because I put it on a tripod, trying to put it underneath my truck. But yeah, I heard a lot of good reviews on them. So like I said, I'm gonna test them out, take them out to the desert. Nothing too serious or too crazy, but I'll definitely try it to see how they handle. It's already gonna improve my load, as you can see from the previous 250 pound butt test. It removed a lot of play from the back of my truck. So yeah, start over. All right, guys. So this is a couple days after I installed the shocks. I ended up going back and re-flipping the driver's side shock. I know I flipped it upside down because there was some clearance issues with some wire loom. But when I went back to look at it, there was a clip on the wire loom that was pushed out, and that's what was causing it to go into the shock. And I didn't feel comfortable keeping it upside down like that, so I ended up flipping it back over where the aluminum, I guess, spring cap is on top. They worked really good. Actually, they felt really good. And of course, I'm comparing them to 230,000 mile shocks, but they felt really good. I took them off-roading, which I'll show you a little clip here. Waiting for it to clip through. So no, yeah, so they were really good. They were pretty stiff. The ride is really good. They're supposed to be load leveling adjustment type shocks, and what I guess that's supposed to mean is you're supposed to be able to carry about 1,000 pounds extra of weight in the back of your vehicle. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm ever gonna put 1,000 pounds of extra weight on my vehicle. You never know. But no, yeah, so the shocks are awesome. I really like them. A quick note, there's an easier way to put these shocks on. I watch another YouTube channel called Brian's Mobile One. homeboy is fucking awesome. He's got a brain. He's freaking smart, and he breaks everything down. I do highly recommend him. Watching him, Eric the car guy. What's the other guy? Scotty Kilmore. Is it Scotty Kilmore? I don't know, but those are the 3 main automotive channels that I actually follow. I highly recommend, especially from Brian Mobile one. He's a badass dude. Like I said, he has a brain and he knows how to break things down really, really good. But he had a really good tip on how to put these type of shocks on. So what you do is you lift your vehicle up on the side that you're working on. So your body, you lift it from the frame. So the frame comes up, your suspension drops, and that gives you that extra length to add in that shock, because since the shock's gonna be brand new, it's not gonna want to push up. And if you see in the video, I actually struggled putting that second shock in because it kept tweaking on me and torquing on me, and finally I was able to get it high enough with the block and the jack to where I got a screwdriver and kind of pushed it over, and it fell right in. I literally did it his way, and oh my god, within seconds I had a jack on the axle. So let me go back. So I lifted up the vehicle on the frame, put a jack stand, put my jack underneath the axle, lifted it up to where it was literally loose to where I can unbolt everything. When I re-flipped it over, re-put new bolts in, all I had to do was unloose the jack. When it came down, it was perfect height. I didn't have to struggle or anything. It was perfect height. I was able to put it in, put the bolts back in. Yeah, so thanks Brian Mobile One for that tip. That was awesome. I'll show you a clip here too on me pushing that lumen and see how much clearance I have. A very tiny clearance, but it's there. But no, I really like the shocks. If you guys have any questions about them, leave them in the comments below. I'll try to answer them. Remember, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.